Hello! So today we are having a magical all-nighter, which is a 24-hour readathon within the NEWTS readathon. So we're all using a hashtag magical all-nighter to cheer each other on for 24 hours of reading, hopefully. Although I made it very clear that if someone's health in general is very sensitive to sleep deprivation, reading for hours that you are awake within those 24 hours still classifies as you completing the challenge, because it's ridiculous and we need sleep, and if you need it, and that's fine. 9 minutes left. Okay. For the last couple of days I've been having really weird like face pains, so I feel like there's maybe like an ear infection or a nose infection or a mouth infection, some sort of infection going on. I can't tell what the cause is, because it feels like everything hurts, but I know everything's connected, so it's very hard to say what it is. But I think today I had a little bit of a fever as well, so that plus some sleep deprivation is gonna be super fun for you too. But just to let you know, if I'm acting a bit weirder than usual even before I'm sleep deprived, it's probably why. Tentative TBR is as follows, because I might change that during, but currently, and according to my plan, well, first of all, even when I was trying to nap, I already started listening to the Harry Potter, will continue listening to the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows audiobook, so that's gonna be my audiobook, and I'm fairly certain I might finish it because I don't actually have that much left. Maybe I have like 5 hours left, might not finish. So the first like physical book in the Kindle version, we have Leia on the Offbeat. I have no idea if I like it because I liked Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda a lot, but Leia was one of my least favorite characters there. So I think it has 354 pages. Then I have Fantastic Beasts screenplay, and I felt like this would be good after like a proper book, because it is a screenplay, but it's still quite like long, but it's a screenplay. And I don't know how much I'll sleep, I don't know how much I'm like this, and then when we're gonna get tired, all of us, obviously we're gonna naturally slow down. But I'm also thinking I might pick up Mara, which is a comic book that I want to check out. As I said, things might change. I might also get through these and then pick something else. I don't know. I'm gonna head on to Twitter, I think, and I think my first thing to do is gonna be make soup, because I need to make dinner, and soup seems appropriate for a person who's a nil person. I think I'm just gonna pop on my Harry Potter audiobook. While I do that, I think it's a very easy solution for the beginning of it, and then yay.
I think they ought to be given the chance. Agreed, said Professor Sprout, already hurrying towards the door.
Okay, I'm gonna start reading Leia on the Offbeat, but it's actually 8:05 now. Not the strongest start, but it's a start. Okay, so I'm not far at all. I'm literally just 5% in, but it's very angsty, which is pretty much what I was expecting. I'm hoping that we're starting off with sort of like this character that is very angsty and faulty and sort of dramatic, and then we address. So one of the reasons why I didn't like Leia at all, because we had a lot of girl on girl hate going on and it wasn't addressed at all, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be addressed in here. She's mentioned that her mother is 35 years old, and we're like, you do your math, and I'm basically, and this is the words of the main character, saying that she is a fat Slytherin Rory Gilmore. So interesting. But yeah, I really hope she like dials it back. One thing that really annoys me about all of the like sort of teen American people in books and movies, always like not like complaining, but being like, oh, I have to take a bus. Like, big deal, I've been taking a bus my whole life. Like, what is this bullshit? Like, I don't understand. It also is just so weird to me that to think that all of the teenagers in those American suburbia places have like cars and stuff. That's weird to me. But anyway, yeah, I'm hoping for a lot of like character development, and it's also interesting to read from like a plus size person's perspective. Again, this is the first person, like written in first person, and for some reason every single book unintentionally that I picked out for this readathon so far has been in first person, which is, I don't think it's anybody's favorite writing style, so it's very odd, but yeah, it's basically 8:30. At 9 I have the question going out, and so far it's alright. Like, I just have to get really used to this like angst teen writing, and she's just so unhappy about everything, passive aggressive about everything that she sees. And also one thing that sort of worries me is that she's like a drummer in a high school like band, musicians, which sort of just like grinds my gears. So I hope there's not gonna be like too much on that, because I really just don't care. Okay, literally after the half an hour on Twitter I can see this being a massive distraction, but it's a fun one, so no regrets. I'm gonna consume my first caffeine of the readathon, starting strong with a energy drink, and then afterwards is just coffee. I thought, you know, truck drivers and such use energy drinks for night journeys, so this is the same, right? And Logan's also sitting and reading as well. He's not really wearing pants, so I'm not gonna show him.
Why not?
But you want me to. He's also participating, and he's like playing at the same time, I think. What you reading?
Brave New World.
Is it any good? Oh, you're like halfway through now.
It's alright. I'm more reading it because I should than because I want to.
Well, that's not great. At least it's short though.
Yeah.
So he's basically started a little bit earlier, and you read 2 things already, no?
Yep.
One of the fables and...
2 of the fables.
Oh, 2 of the fables, alright.
And the first Lock and Key.
And the first Lock and Key. So you read 3 things.
Yeah. I've also read the trilogy as well.
No, yeah, I mean today.
Yeah, today, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to it because I'm also now uploading a video, and I've been responding to a few comments, so I need to, like, you know, prioritize that.
Past 1.
22 minutes past 1 o'clock in the morning. I am on page 143 of this book, and guys, it's not great. It's pretty bad. When the Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda was like still very teenagery but like sweet and endearing, this one is just like pure angst, and everything could be sorted, and I'm just like ugh. But there are a lot of Harry Potter references. There are a few funny bits, and there was even a reference to Six of Crows, which was interesting to find in a book, but it's not great. The main character is actually bisexual, but it's like so badly, I don't even know, it's just not great. It's not great so far. I'm on 41% now, but more importantly, what are you reading?
Harry Potter and Harry Potter.
I am so happy. I'll need thoughts. What page are you on?
70.
Someone's playing a recorder outside at 1:25. I'm just gonna continue on with this until I feel my body crashing, and then I'm gonna go and sleep for a little bit. Try and wake up very early so I don't sleep for more than like 5 hours or 4 hours or something. So I still have a lot of waking hours to read. It's 15 to 3 a.m. I actually don't like feel very tired, but I was laying down and reading, and I could literally physically feel like separate anxiety symptoms like creeping on, which does happen when I am staying awake when I should be sleeping. It's not new to me, so I knew this might happen. Sometimes it doesn't, most of the times it does, so it's alright. But I'm not gonna stay awake, as I said to everyone. If you can't stay awake, don't stay awake. But I need to go and relax my like eyes and just in general, so I'm gonna set, I think I'm gonna set sleep timer on an audiobook of mine, which is the Harry Potter one, of course, for half an hour, I think. And so it's gonna be like 3:15 that hopefully I just fall asleep easy, because sometimes I don't as well when I'm feeling anxious, or like when my body is feeling anxious. I'm not like actually anxious, but all of the physical symptoms are sort of getting there. I'm at like 63% of that book, and I just really hate the main character. Hate is a strong word. Dislike the main character. She's so annoying. She's so unnecessarily mean to everyone. She's entirely unreasonable. She's just mean to everyone, and like sometimes she like acknowledges it, but she just continues to be like that. And I mean, like, some like reasons are given for like the girl hate or hate when I like the girl hate that I said that I hope that is addressed, and it sort of is, but it's not like in any way that I can justify it. It's just really frustrating. It doesn't make me like the character, which I wish I did, but like I really don't. And I'm sorry, no matter how much representation you throw into the book, it's not gonna automatically make it good, which I feel like this author is just trying to do, because the like Simon one caught up so clearly. There's a need for these books, but it doesn't make, but I'm starting to think that maybe it was like a one-off thing, maybe just hit the right things. And I really loved Simon. I had a brilliant time with it, but this one is just But according to my Kindle, I have like just about over an hour of reading of this. I don't know how accurate it is, because sometimes I give this to Logan and Logan is like 4 times faster at reading than I am, but I'm hoping they're just judging on this book specifically. We do have like Simon snippets, which is nice because I like him. But it's fine. I'm gonna go wash and then enjoy Harry Potter and then fall asleep and then wake up hopefully around 8 and continue. Okay, so you can't really see me, but it's 20 past 3 now, so I'm putting on the audiobook, and it's gonna be a little bit later, so I'm gonna set my alarm for like 8:30. Okay, 8:30 as planned. Okay, so my plan is to like actually start reading. It's 10 past 9 now. But I was catching up on Twitter because, you know, this whole thing is supposed to be like a common thing we go through, so it's not a waste because it's fun. But anyway, I made myself some tea, so I'm gonna go and crack on with the same book, and I try and finish it at some point today. Okay, so she's like, this main character is honestly making me so mad. She's all about being okay how she looks like, but then she goes on and hates everyone that looks different from her and gets like jealous, angry at someone, which is so unfair because they're just trying to be friendly. And there's this person that is pursuing her, and she's literally only saying yes and using that person because it makes her feel good and wanted. And there's just so many things wrong with it, and I just really actually wish it just blows into her face, which might, because it's only 64%, so we're yet to hit the point where everything goes to shit for the main character, so we feel like suspense and whatever. So I really hope she realizes that she's like such a horrible person. She's literally mean to every single person she meets apart from Simon, and even then she doesn't seem like a great friend whatsoever. Why is no one having like a talk with her? I mean, Anna tried, but like, wow, this person. Like, I really relate with the whole body issue and stuff, but and it's only natural to feel jealous of some people at some points, but it doesn't justify you being an absolute ass towards them. Like, it's just bad. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make myself some breakfast, I think, because it's 5 to 11 actually. Wow, okay. My Kindle has lied to me as I expected, so I didn't really have an hour left in the book because it's an hour and a half later, and I'm at 88%, and I think it still says like I have 40 minutes left or something, so hell knows how much. But I'm sort of feeling like having pancakes. I haven't had pancakes in like a million years. I mean, I had like protein pancakes which is made with like oats, but like actual pancakes, like proper pancakes, like traditional. I also have this that I got in one of the boxes. I think it was Whimsify, I'm fairly certain. Oh yeah, it says right here, Whimsify. Okay. Oh, it's based on like Nina, and I think I should just make that because it's already pre-made, and you know, why not?
Looked anguished. She'll look after him. Have you seen Remus?
Okay, I finished Leia on the Offbeat, and honest to God, I don't think I've ever disliked the main character as much as I did this. She was horrible to her mother, horrible to her friends. She's supposed to be this plus side person that young girls read about and that can relate, and she's supposed to be all positive. She says that she actually likes her body, but then she hates on literally everyone who's not her body type, and acts literally shitty towards everyone because they don't know what it's like to be her. Basically, she always victimizes herself, although everyone around her was trying to be nice and friendly, and she would literally snap at everyone for like no reason from their perspective, because she would just be like insecure and bitter. And the whole like solution to her being so angsty and horrible to everyone, including her family, is because she's like has a crush on this girl. And then obviously everything changes, and she becomes like, at the very last bit, she becomes like all happy and actually communicates with people and like tells them that she loves them and stuff. Clearly her personality just changed 100%. And so basically the only way to be happy is to be with someone. This is so ridiculous. This is honestly, I'm surprised that I actually read it. It's very easy to read because the writing is extremely simple. I think I like hate Reddit. It's so weird. It's just such a wrong message. I was really hoping this is gonna be some sort of like I very rarely see books where there are people who are not like skinny, shy and short and don't know they're beautiful, but they are. And it doesn't even actually matter that much, but not a very small girl, and I felt like it would be really cool to read from someone's perspective like that. But this is absolutely rubbish, and if anything it wouldn't help anyone whatsoever, because the whole message is basically you need to find someone who loves you. And the whole time there was a person who was seeking her out, she just completely disregarded him. And oh my god, there are so many things that they don't think about others' feelings. It's just ridiculous. She's the most selfish person I've ever read about. She's the most horrid person. Like, God save us from friends like that, honest to God. I don't know how those friends did not point it out. She was like such a justice warrior when it came to some things, which was correct on her part, I give her that. But like but no one called her out on her constant bullshit, and it really angered me. But like apparently at least I feel a lot of like, you know, anger while reading, so it was still interesting because of that. She's giving such a bad name for all the Slytherins, because this is such a stereotype that people think like Slytherins are like crappy like that, and then she just enforces it. So I'm not happy about that, because I know Slytherins can be awesome. Just a very bad rep. I like, as I said, just because you throw a lot of like different sexualities in the mix and races, like it's great. It's an addition. It's a great addition to include these things, but it doesn't make a good book automatically, and this was the best example I've ever read. It's so bad, guys. I would really not recommend it. Oh, I can't believe it. Anyway, that's me done for that. It did get me an outstanding in potions, so moving on, I think I'm gonna grab Mara, a comic, because I feel like I need it now. E for Herbology. I read like 3 pages maybe 3 years ago or something like that, and I stopped for I don't remember what reason. So I'm gonna give it a go. Well, I'm gonna read it and come back to it about it. I am really digging the art style in this. Don't know much about the story just yet, but the art style is so beautiful. It's like right up my alley. Look at how pretty. We're gonna ignore that. But I finished Mara, and it was actually really unexpectedly good. I mean, nothing like life-changing, but definitely more than I expected for some reason. It's basically an anti-hero story, very interesting. I think this is gonna be a standalone. I'm fairly certain. I have a very open-ended, but like I'm very pleased with it. It was about humanity and being disappointed in it, and just not, the character was very detached, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, I'll come back later. Okay, so I think my next read is gonna be, I don't know whether to be excited or not. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. I also ordered a few books because I had a gift card from Jade back from my birthday. And there's one manga that I would quite like to squeeze in somewhere in the NEWTS if it gets delivered, because... So Mara got me an E for Herbology, and yeah, it would actually fit, because it has sun in the title. Ooh, that's cool, even though I have it scrolled out here, so I have to fix that somehow. But that's cool, so I can possibly do that as well. 20 to 4, so I have like 3 hours and 20 minutes at the moment left of the official readathon time. I am halfway through this script. To be honest, wait, before I say that, let me check if this is not like the previous one where all of the profit goes to like charity and stuff, but I can't really see it. Maybe it does. If it does, then fair enough, but I don't think that it does. Other than for like the benefit of people who are not physically able to see the movie for one reason or another, I really think this was unnecessary. I mean, it's just literally word to word for the movie, but without the visuals and without the sound effects. So really, for once in my life, I feel like this is worse than the movie. It's not that it's bad or anything, it's just like it's a bit like awkward to read about things. Like, it's literally a script, like as it says it. Like, I'm not saying that it didn't warn us, it did. It's nice, it's a very beautiful book and a beautiful dust jacket for it, so it's nice to have it in collection, but it's not like I'm having extreme fun reading this. If anything, I just sort of want to watch the movie, but I'm halfway through and I'll make it. But yeah, I did just receive my parcel from Amazon, which is very exciting. I'm just gonna very quickly show you what I got. I've ordered a couple of things. The first one is this massive, I'm assuming this is just the complete collection of All You Need Is Kill manga. I've heard something, I feel like I've actually heard about this from PewDiePie. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's where I heard it about. I think there's like an anime thing that, or like a movie that didn't really do justice, I know, surprisingly. But this is by the creator of Death Note. Then the one that I am extremely keen on reading, which is why this is the one that I said I want to squeeze into the NEWTS and go for outstanding in herbology with this one. So that one is I Hear the Sunspot, and it has sun in the name, so it fits perfectly. I didn't actually have anything to fit in that category before. Story about a guy who is deaf and he finds a friend or hires someone, I'm not really sure. He finds a guy who then like helps him like taking notes and such, and in exchange the other guy makes him like, or gives him lunch. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I think it's like people praise it for a very, very subtle romance. I don't know, I'm just very excited about it. I don't know why. I'm just like, I'm feeling a vibe that I want to read this like today. Then I got the volume 2 of Tokyo Ghoul, and lastly I got Warcross by Mary Lou, which as far as I know is somewhat similar to Ready Player One. I think maybe just without all of the references. But I think it's pretty much similar, and I got it in hardcover because look at it. This was in my like Amazon basket, but like saved for later. Like, it kept going to the basket and then it kept being saved for later, and at some point it was just like out of stock, and I just got it because I was like, okay, it's constantly getting there. And then another thing that I got was a new bullet journal, because I'm prepping for when this month ends, because I think I'm just gonna start a new one because it's not a lot of pages left in that one. So for the first time I'm using something else than the Lloydstrom one, and I went with Dingbats. I looked for some of the videos that compare like the quality of pages and everything, and I decided on these ones because they seem to be really, really cool, and they're slightly larger than A5. Like, I like that, and I'm already really happy with it. Like, I've just opened it, but they have like not a lot, but like a variety, maybe 5 or 6 colors, and each color has a different animal on it. And I went for this like really beautiful forest green, like moss green, I'm not really sure. It's dark, cool green, and I just really like it. And it has a stag on it, and then whichever animal you have, then you have like the prints of their paws in there. Oh, stuck together. No, this one's lined. Oh no, shoot, I thought I got a dotted one. I need to check. Wait, oh, I don't think I've checked because I went back and forth between a lot of them, and oh no. So I will either order another one and just use this as an actual notebook for something else, because it's absolutely beautiful. I'm just very chuffed about it regardless, because it has this like it's very beautiful. It's just not dotted. Well, anyway, back to reading. Okay, I finished the Fantastic Beasts one. I pretty much don't have any thoughts that I haven't already said. I still have an hour and a half left, so I'm not starting a book, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and start this then. I'm very excited. I'm in a mood for manga as well. I've been really in a mood for manga recently. Reading the screenplay actually sort of made me want to watch the movie. I've only watched it once, but I do have it on my computer, so I'm gonna probably do that because I'm obviously a little bit tired and still not feeling all that great. So I think I'm just gonna cabbage on my sofa. Not that I've left it for a lot of time, so try and read this, though I'm not gonna rush it because I want to enjoy it obviously. So maybe I'll finish it, maybe I won't, but I'll let you know. So it's 5 minutes till the official end, so by the time I'm probably done speaking here, it's gonna be at the time I finished this. I really liked it, like, so much. They're so sweet and everything is so... There's 2 cinnamon rolls, especially the kid that is the note taker. Oh my god, really enjoyed this one. Very nice to finish on this end as well. Sorry for the sound outside. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make some food and just literally chill, upload a video, but I'm probably not gonna be on social for a little bit because your girl needs to calm down and relax, and it's, you know, it was so fun. I'm so glad a lot of people joined and we all like just powered through, but I feel like everyone probably needs a little rest. It's exhausting. Hello, so it is actually Monday now. I thought I'll let you know how much I've read and what I read in total, just to like have a very quick summary, because I think I've already told you most things that you need to know. Okay, so I read 5 things in total. One was on my Kindle, so that was Leia on the Offbeat. I have ran it through Copile just now, and it ended up being 2.2, which is the top of 1 star, which makes sense. It wasn't like a 0 star, which I do have in my scale. Not that I've ever had a book in that, but it's very rare for me to find one that is 1 star as well, so this achieved some stuff. I understand it was supposed to be all coming through insecurities, but that does not mean that you have a jail-free card of using other people and being horrible to them. So, but I feel like I've already spoken about that, so I'm not gonna go onto a rant. And if I haven't mentioned something, I am now putting little reviews on Goodreads as well, so if you want to hear me rant a bit more about that, it's available for you. But honestly, like, if someone did find that book really relatable and enjoyable, good for you guys. It's fine. Moving on. 343 pages, so just for the shits and giggles, let's add it up. Then I listened to a little bit of Harry Potter audiobook, and when I looked at what that would be in pages, it's actually 40 pages, which makes me feel like the narrator reads kind of slowly. I do listen on 1.5 speed already, but so 40 pages of that, I don't really have much to say about Harry Potter because we all know how I feel about that. Then I read Mara, and I feel like another unpopular opinion that I actually really liked it. I really felt like there was a lot to say about this duty to your country type of thing that's just going on, and maybe because I share the opinion on how it can maybe really not benefit people, that's why I found it really interesting. Our main character is like raised this very emotionally lacking, and like there's no like families, everyone's like separated and everything's for the good of the country, and she just becomes very detached. And when she looks at the people and humanity at everyone else from above, quite literally, and what she sees she doesn't like. So this is like an anti-hero thing with a very open ending and a beautiful, amazing art that I've already shown you. Hello, Zeus. And I rated it 4 stars because I really just think it's brilliant. I underrated. I'm highly recommend it, but probably not for everyone. So that one is 158 pages, but like, it's a comic book, and same is gonna be for like a manga that I read, but like we're just counting it for the joke of it, really. Then I read Fantastic Beasts. I didn't rate this anything because I don't know how to rate it. This was just like a script for a movie. I think this, for me personally, is more for keepsakes, and it's also really beautiful. Are you chewing on the lights again? Don't do that, please. I feel like it wasn't necessary. I don't really know why this exists in a book form. I did watch a movie afterwards and it was great, but I feel like I would actually be content with movie alone, because this is not like a book, it's a script, and it reads like a script, and it's kind of awkward if you've already seen it. For me at least, it was just unnecessary, but I did read it. So that's 312. Yeah, I don't know, we shouldn't count them like that, but we are. And then I read the last thing, that is the manga, and it's I Hear the Sunspot. I think I already said everything that I wanted to say about it. I actually rated this 5 out of 5 because it was just so bloody precious and I really liked it. I just really appreciate that this exists, and it was enjoyable and pure, and I really liked it. So that is 200 pages, so if we're counting all of the mangas and scripts and graphic novels, then in total I read 1,053 pages, but like, you know. But yeah, overall I think I'm gonna call this a win. It was a great time. It was very, very fun on Twitter. We had like every couple of hours we had something going on, and AJ was asking a question every hour, which I really enjoyed, actually getting to participate in something. I mean, I love hosting, but it's obviously like also very fun to just participate and be from that side. But yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you participated, let us know how you did. I think that's really everything. I'm not gonna make this any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!